dun, dun. Good news, good news. The IMF has announced the Chinese RMB is eligible for joining the SDR, the Special Joint Rights Currency Basket. But what does it mean? In short, it means that it's going to be so much easier and more convenient for we Chinese people to do some study abroad or traveling abroad, and also do some international business, the trade or the investment. But why China? Why RMB? Well, first, I don't want to talk about something that is too big. Let's just be down to earth. Well, I want to give you some examples or the events to prove that why it is China. Well, in summer vacation, we got to know that China is going to host the 2022 Olympics in Beijing and Zhangjiakou. And in September, Chinese President Xi Jinping and his wife, our First Lady Peng Liyuan, paid a state visit to the United States. And constantly in the next month, they paid another state visit to the United Kingdom. And when they came back, the Asian journeys, the G20 summits, and so on. All of these the facts and events are rely on the Chinese growing importance in the global economy. And this is the first. And second, I want to remind you that China has the largest population all around the world, which means China can provide a very, very huge market in all kinds of aspects, like the tourism, the service, or the entertainment. And last but not least, China is the only developing country that has joined the SDR, which helped IMF a very significant status among the developing countries. So in a world, Chinese RMB has joined the SDR. It's a win-win act. Does it sound fantastic? Hey guys, enjoy.
As we all know, that Chinese renminbi was absorbed in the special joint rights by the International Monetary Fund. I think it's a good news for the authority of China and Chinese. China's already the second largest world economy. Within the strength of economy, we also change the strength of currency. The Chinese renminbi's currency even higher than Japanese yen and British pound. So we also can say it's the milestone for Chinese renminbi. From the reputation and usage of Chinese renminbi, of course, it's not only for an interest of the economy to equal for SDR basket.
Hello there, here's a good news that Chinese renminbi is entering into SDR basket, effective from October 1st to start 2016. For Chinese, yes, there are some real benefits to China, of course. Like normally when we go abroad for visiting, for traveling, and for studying, we have to exchange Chinese renminbi into dollars, and it's too much trouble. But nowadays, because of Chinese renminbi inclusion of SDR, and it's much more convenient for us to use Chinese renminbi directly, because it will improve the promotion of Chinese renminbi around the world. But 5 years ago, Chinese renminbi was rejected into the inclusion of SDR. But nowadays, why China? Why Chinese renminbi? Because during the 5 years, Chinese authorities have undertaken a series of reforms, like improving its foreign exchange rate formation system and opening up its interbank bond and forex market. And China's renminbi ranks its 5th as a global payments currency and the 7th as its global reserve currency. And here are the reasons. And I hope you can enjoy the good news.
Chinese currency renminbi's entry into the Special Joint Rights SDR basket is an important milestone in China's integration into global financial system, and influence is profound. It is predictable that in the future, the international finance and trade systems, the renminbi will be more comprehensively used in different areas. The impacts in general for Chinese people, purchasing goods around the world by yuan will be more convenient, and cross-border investment will become easier, and people around the world will also benefit from it. For instance, people living in Southeast Asia will feel more convenient if they use yuan to trade and invest. It will bring economic benefits to all of us. Overall, it has raised the brand image and expectations of the currency, and the renminbi will be a more stable currency, a more acceptable currency around the world, and people will become more confident to hold renminbi assets. With a higher expectation and renminbi, we also need to endow the renminbi with a higher standard and more strict regulation. For example, we need more creative renminbi financial products, and the quality and efficiency of our financial services must also be enhanced, so we can continue maintaining the significant roles in global business. Anyway, China rocks. RMB rocks. Thank you very much.
As a Chinese, you must be very proud for the most exciting news on November 30th. IMF agrees to include China's RMB in benchmark SDR currency basket. This is the turning point of Chinese economic development. As the first currency from the developing country, it's also the magnificent and simplistic moment of the world. First, it will increase the representativeness and attractiveness of the SDR and help improve the current international monetary system, which will benefit both China and the rest of the world. Second, there is no doubt that it further enhanced the international status of RMB. Since RMB got recognition and acceptance of the international market. What's more, it will promote domestic financial reform. Third, of course, the Chinese citizens will be the biggest and direct beneficiary. It will bring us a lot of convenience of overseas travel and international trade. It reminds me when I traveled to Thailand in summer. I exchanged some dollars and after I came back, the exchange rate became lower. There is a certain exchange rate risk. Maybe one day we can use RMB to buy a house in America directly. It will smooth the RMB clearing channel and it will also broaden the overseas investment of Chinese citizens. Of course, it's the victory of China, but on the other hand, it's also a big challenge for China, which will bring a lot of pressure. But smart people make it happen, right? China will shake the world one day.
China's RMB into SDR. This is absolutely amazing news which made all Chinese feel thrilled. When it comes to the influence of that, here are 3 points from my perspective. Initially, what influence it brings to the world economy? I think it promotes the development of the new world financial order. RMB it's gonna play a more important role in the new world financial order and take more positive responsibilities. Finally, it will help rebalance the new world financial order. And also because RMB is more stable part of SDR. It reduces the fluctuation in global economy and financial risks. Secondly, what influence it brings to China? I think it speeds up the process of RMB internationalization, which means RMB is approved by the world and it's gonna exercise monetary function worldwide. Besides, it might have a profound impact on the exchange rate of RMB. Now, it seems the appreciation of RMB in the short term will be some adverse effects. Thirdly, what influence it brings to Chinese citizens? First of all, it smooths the RMB clearing channel. RMB is going to be more popular worldwide. Perhaps we can purchase in America just by using RMB someday. It will be much more easier for our traveling and international trade. In addition, it helps improve the effective purchasing power of Chinese citizens. Before, when we use credit card in America, we were actually using dollars. But when we return the money to the bank in China, we still need to return by exchanging RMB into the dollars. So because of the change of the exchange rate, we might need to pay more money. But it's not gonna happen again in the near future. Yes, these are my points of view. Every coin has two sides. But anyway, I think RMB into the SDR, it's gonna be a milestone for China. That's all. Thank you.
What influenced China's entrance into SDR brings? Here comes my perspective from three aspects. First of all, it will strengthen the international position of China and enhance China's reliability in the global trade. It means RMB obtains the recognition and acceptance of international markets. It's an important milestone for China's financial system. The connection between China and the global financial system will absolutely become closer and closer. In addition, the inclusion of RMB in the SDR basket also has a deep significance to the IMF and the whole international financial system. The occurrence of the financial crisis makes people realize the shortcoming of the current international monetary system. So, IMF needs new blood for the reformation. Obviously, the entrance of RMB will push the reformation and help improve the current circumstance. It will increase the attractiveness of the SDR, which will benefit both China and the rest of the world. Moreover, we Chinese citizens can be the beneficiary as well. We can use RMB directly for shopping, investment, and travel overseas in the near future without currency exchange. That will bring a great convenience for us. That's all. Thank you.